Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue with the EST tournament. This is gonna be round of 8. A nice matchup between Snow and Ggaemo. I've been starting to cover a lot more games than usual. Usually I just cover the finals and the semi-finals, but this time around I cover a few more games, and we're gonna be having the winners of the previous sets here. I think Ggaemo's defeated Lita. Snow has defeated somebody. I don't know who he defeated. He defeated somebody. That is happening off screen, but this is going to be played on the map Polestar, with Snow spawning at the top right in the blue color and Ggaemo spawning at the top left in the red color. Very nice to have these kind of tournaments so that top tiers, top pro leagues, players can compete with each other, and it's organized tournament. It's not just like they get together and have some chai or something like that. So anyways, there's going to be a spawning full burst build. This is Overpool. Snow coming out, and he discovered the enemy right away. Of course, the Overlord from Ggaemo is also very closely related to where Snow is spawning. So he will actually see that there's going to be a possibly a forge opening, because you don't want to be going for expansion when the spawning pool is so early. But of course, Snow is also trying to delay it as much as possible. He doesn't actually need to send that probe away yet. He will send it soon, and there is going to be, that looks to me like a forge. Yeah, forge opening is good. These spawning positions, the forge will not be protected by the cannons. So Ggaemo could actually think about trying to go out there and apply a bit of pressure with 3-hatch Hydras or similar builds. But anyways, we just quickly show you some relevant information. This is going to be oh no, what am I saying? This is a wrong location. Let me just kind of show it, move it to the right location. This is the player card. So this is Snow's information. The Nexus has been planted down, and we are seeing 3 eggs being morphed here, possibly 4 Zerlings and a drone. Maybe 1 pair of Zerling, drone, and then another pair of Zerling. There it is. Very standard procedure. And as for Ggaemo, if you guys don't know who he is, let me just quickly get his information to him. He has not yet been appearing in a lot of tournaments, but today he is making it all the way to the round of 8, which is great. By the way, round of 4 means semi-final, right? So this is determining the players that will be in the semi-finals. The Zerlings are coming across the map very fast. They will need to block. The probe is gonna block correctly. Very nicely done. Nicely done from Snow. He's got the timing correct. By the way, I have to apologize because in the previous game I used the wrong mic. I think I used it for like 4 games in a row. That is so embarrassing. Because I used the correct mic once and I thought that it just carried over, but apparently it did not carry over, and here we are. I hope that this mic situation is good for all of us to watch here. The opening has been cleared. Looks like Ggaemo will have his 3 hatcheries, and as for Snow, this cannon covers slightly for the opening. Snow has been, we have an idle probe. I hope that Snow can discover this. Usually he can, because every time that he puts, he chooses his Nexus, he's gonna be able to see this. Okay, yeah, he finally discovered this would delay his tech slightly, and the Zerling has sniped the probe though. So Ggaemo is doing really well. 1 nice win against Lita in a monstrous grueling match. That match was insane, so long, so many epic moments. And now once again we're going to be having Snow coming up against Ggaemo in this game as well. This is a Stargate, I suppose. And where is the Hydra then? This looks like it's going to be Hydra and nothing else. Let's take a look at these players to see where they are exactly. Do I have the photo? Wait, yeah, I do. Here they are. Snow's hair looks kind of weird. very messed up, and Ggaemo looks like a serial killer as always. Looks like he could be in one of those Korean movies like Memories of a Murder. Have you seen a movie? Memories of a Murder was a great movie. Another one is something like something I remember about my mother. There were some great, detective movies from Korea. Very nice ones. By the way, so what are you guys doing these days? Okay, Zelle's gonna get discovered by the Zerling. Recently, I've been traveling a lot. Oh my god, the Zerlings once again could not discover the Zelle. He's checking for the hatcheries, or maybe not really checking for hatcheries, but just timing his move out so that by the time the Zerlings move away from a certain location, he will move into it. I mean, what kind of a game is that? I think there's a game like that. I think Among Us is a game like that. No, Among Us is not a game like that, where you actually stay in one place, and when the guard goes past that place, you go to where the guard used to be. I think it's Thief. Anyone played Thief? A very nice computer game in the old days where you are not supposed to be attacking and killing people, but you're supposed to be sneaking around and hiding behind columns and throwing stones at guards and stuff like that. Speaking of throwing stones, I remember another very fun game. Commandos. I think Commandos is what it is. The game was so fun to watch. But anyways, this Corsair is gonna have to run away, but he is trying to keep the Hydras busy so that the Zelle can do the full damage. Ggaemo not paying attention because I think his attention is on the Corsair. So now the Zerlings will finally get hit. We have 3 Zealots attacking onto the expansion. That Zealot is going to have to hold his ground or maybe moves. As you can see, Snow's micro is not as good as someone like Mini. The Overlord's going to get destroyed. We have the second Corsair coming out. The Zealots are attacking greatly against the Hydra. This is a great opening for Snow. We need to pull one of his Corsairs back because of very damage. He loses one Corsair, but his Zealots are doing great attacks on the Hydras. That Corsairs have to go back now. Nice work to actually, I think, kill about 3 Overlords. But he's just checking once again to see if there's any kind of weird stuff in the main base, like I don't know, like Spire, for example. But we don't have that, and the game's will be stabilizing in the main base. As you can see, Snow is finally make additional gateways, but Ggaemo is supply block at 37 compared to Snow's 50. But no worries, because Ggaemo's got a bunch of minerals saved up, so he actually shoot up his supply very quickly. We're going to be having the second Corsair coming out now. Of course, Snow is the better player, the favorite to win here. And if you just quickly look at the elo stats for today, you can already see the elo stats scrolling across the map. But let me just show it in real life, in real big pictures. Snow is currently number 3 in the elo ranking at 1399. Very nice, very nice. And maybe I'll just quickly show you who has accomplished what in the EST. So here the standings, and here's how many seasons we've had and which race has won how many tournaments. So Snow has got 2 golds. Very good performer in EST. Snow, Stork, and Best. I doubt Stork will ever win anything again. I mean, this is going to be impossible for Stork to win at this current state where so many good players are participating in the tournament. What are these courses doing? They know there were Hydras there already. I mean, why are they moving there? But so far, looks like Ggaemo is picking up the supply deficit rather quickly. Snow coming up with Robo and additional gateways in the main base. The structures of the gateways are very alarming. It almost feels like there could be Dragoon getting blocked at any moment. Very nice for Snow to checking out the main base to see if there's a Spire. It's not there. No, Overlord speed is completed. We shall see Ggaemo move across the map. Okay, this course is buying some time. We're taking a few hits, but nothing major. But once again, looking for that Spire. The only place is not checked. Yeah, check is at 9 o'clock. But now there are going to be 3 high triplets. I think it's just enough. Okay, there are cannons in the main. I don't know why. Maybe he's fearing some kind of a lurker drop, because maybe he says, you know what? Why are you so slow with your attacks and your production? You should have massive amount of Hydras by now, but you don't. So just to be safe, I would just make a cannon in my base. Alright, there's a building in the corner, and that indeed is the Spire. Alright, so I think I missed this. There is a Spire, so Snow's gonna have to back up his forces and try to wait for reinforcements in the form of Dragoons.
김경호 선수가 초반 사이즈에 비해서는 완전 정석으로 했죠. 드론 찍고 그 다음에 이제 스파이 하나 집에서 상대 이제
9th minute mark of the game. Snow sending out a probe towards the 2th position. Maybe we want to take an expansion there. Spire completes. Let's take a look at Ggaemo's gas count. It's not yet shooting down, so it means that we don't yet have. Okay, looks like massive mutants have been made. You can see that Ggaemo's gas count went down from 900 to 160. So I guess they would try to follow up with that, but in the main base there are some Dragoons getting made already. And looks like Ggaemo is actually ahead in supply and taking another base at the 1130 position. This is very alarming for Snow. And he probably won. I guess you can see something was destroyed. Like I told you, the structures were kind of badly built. I think it might have been the City of Aduna was destroyed. But anyways, we do have the first move out from Protoss. Going to try to expand here. You need to make sure he can cover for the mutas. There are way too many mutas. I think he's gonna group up at least 11. I guess 11 is the right number. We only have 2 courses roaming the area. And if you're not seeing the Hydras, you probably don't even need to, you know, and the mutas move in the moment he spotted the courses, he's gonna move out. The course is gonna try to get back with the rest of the forces. Mutas will try and attack into this base. There are only 2 high templars. They have full energy, but they need to protect themselves at all costs. The mutas are diving in. There could be a storm. We need to see it. He is not storming. He gets 1-shotted right away. He gets 2-shotted right away. And now massive Hydras are in the area. The courses are trying to attack. Snow's got everything destroyed. Wow. I mean, Snow's in some serious trouble. His economy is terrible. His army, okay, 1 storm, losing another high templars. All right, he's able to actually damage those mutas, but they are still alive. And finally, they get pushed back. 3 mutas remaining. Snow's gonna be losing this game or what? Because now massive Hydras on the front door. He would dive in right now. We have a Dark Templar coming out to attack. A few Dragoons on hold positioned. Additional forces coming from the high ground. This might be an overcommit, don't know, from Ggaemo. He is blocked by the gateway and the forge. That's just way too many Dragoons. No, there are a lot of Hydras. He's attacking the forge, but the forge has actually finished upgrading. Oh my god, this will save Snow for sure. The Dark Templar killing so many drones, and Ggaemo not paying attention at all to the situation. There's gonna be some probes coming out. This will actually buy a lot of time for Snow. The probes to do the maximum damage possible. Some Zealots are joining the battles. The Dark Templar killing about 14 units now. 15, 16, 17. Ggaemo need to pay attention to his supply count. He's killing a lot of Dragoons. This is nice unless the Dark Templar can go to the main base and do more attacks. I'm quite sure that Ggaemo will win here. He's winning the battles. The probes are going to get evacuated. The storm is going to get deployed. Some probes eat the storm. Nicely done here. That the Zealots are reinforcing at just right moment. We have a Dark Templar in the main base killing so many drones, and Ggaemo could have easily won the game if not for that single Dark Templar. It's got 23 kills, 24 kills. Going to try to attack against the Hydra, because that's the only Hydra remaining in that group. In mind that this Nexus is still alive. Just hold on to the Nexus. The Dark Templar has got 28 kills going into some of the corners. The Nexus is going to get attacked upon. I think Snow is waiting for the next wave of forces. We have 1 cannon, and now next forces in the form of Zealot are out. So those Hydras going to get pushed back. Are they going to try to target the Nexus? They don't. The Nexus has lived. The Nexus is still alive though, but are there enough Zealots? I guess not. The Zealots are once again sending back. The Nexus might get sniped right now. This Dark Templar is still alive, going into the expansion and killing so many drones. Ggaemo economy is terrible. It's got 48 supply. This new base has got a bunch of drones. Where's the Dark Templar going with 30 kills? It's so insane. Zealots are trying to come out. That cannon to get held at all costs. The cannon is still alive, killing a lot of forces. Dark Templar go inside the 3rd base. Some Hydras are trying to run away. The Robo is going to get destroyed. And finally, that Dark Templar is going to get taken care of after 32 kills. Insane game. I mean, I think Snow is up to die. Snow is up to lose this game. Come on, mine out the minerals. He's gonna finally mine out minerals. The Dragoons are trying to come out. You don't need to come out so early. You will cast a good storm though to drive those forces back. A second great storm. The High Templars are still alive. He's gonna go to high ground and wait there because the economy for Ggaemo is not good. He's got like 0 drones. He's got a few Hydras and can actually morph it to lurkers or something. Ggaemo's got a bunch of gas and a new base. We need to make massive drones, but the army from Snow is coming out huge. And for the time being, as you see, the Korean commentator was calling Jangbi's name. This is Jangbi's comeback. That's right, this game is even crazier than Jangbi's infamous comeback against a lot of players like Queen and who else. Anyways, there's going to be an attack against the hatchery at the 1130 position. Nothing can stop this. Ggaemo's got a lot of gas. He doesn't have minerals. He's got no minerals. 3 Dragoons are attacking. Pull the Dragoons back. He's going to lose 1 of the Dragoons. Maybe. No, looks like he's going to hold this area. And with the Archon, we have another Dark Templar coming out to support. He just need to attack against the 9 o'clock position. Hydras are trying to support that base. The Dark Templar is gonna just hide out here. The Nexus has been the hatchery has been sniped. Zealot going to the main. We need to have a lurker block. There's no lurker block. It's a normal block, but I think it's just enough. The Zealot going to the main. We have yet another Dark Templar coming out and a drone getting mixed in with some Zealot. This game is so chaotic. The Zealot will maybe killed 1 or 2 drones. No, maybe not. But I want to take a look at the 9 o'clock position. It looks like massive Protoss army are going to that side. If we can actually take out those 3 hatcheries, the game would turn in a different light completely. Snow about to be mined out in a lot of locations. This Dark Templar is holding the rest of the Zerg forces back, but there's no movement, there's no monitoring from Ggaemo against against this move out of Protoss versus the Zealots. I got +1 weapons and +1 armor. Zealot attacking on his high ground, but surround from both sides. Snow's gonna have to pay attention. He's gonna cast a few storm. He casts a good storm, but he's gonna pull back, and I think that's just way too many Hydras. Way too many Hydra. Dragoon's gonna get targeted upon. We have another Hydra on the right side. A Dart Templar once again slipping into the main base, and Ggaemo not paying attention to the equation there. He's gonna try to snipe a few units, but this Dart Templar killing a lot of units once again. Hero Dart Templar this entire game. He does get a few drones destroyed. We try to go in the main. We need to have a Hydra block. I guess he's gonna be blocking correctly. I guess not. I'm not so sure. Looks like Hydras are overrunning their stay. Where are they going exactly? Looks like a surround from both sides here. There could be a storm. The first storm is okay. Where are these Hydras attacking? I guess if we try to snipe Snow's Nexus. Snow Nexus will be under a lot of problem. This Dart Templar is still hiding in the main base. Ggaemo's terrible with detection this entire game. Anyways, probes are dying left and right. Reinforcements are trying to come back. Probes are so few and far in between. This game is so insane. I'm gonna give it a 4-star or what? If Snow wins or even if Snow doesn't win, I'm gonna give it a 4-star. Anyways, probes are trying to attack. We might have another storm. We might have the storm. The storm is amazing. No dodging reaction at all from Ggaemo. He loses everything. This Dart Templar with 9 kills are still attacking and killing so many forces hiding in the corner. Where are the Overlords? You have so many Overlords. You need to spread them to every single location because there are no Corsairs. There are no Corsairs, and finally this Dart Templar will be discovered. This Dart Templar will be discovered. Ggaemo with 45 supplies, still with 57, and drones gonna get transferred back, but more attacks coming from Snow. This game is so down to the wire. I thought it would be a very standard game, and actually Snow really deserved to die, to lose today, but he is coming back because of sheer luck. Sheer luck. But this next attack is gonna be very dangerous, very insane. We have only a few Hydras remaining. The Zealots are overextending the state. We have 2 Hydras getting ready, and Zealots attacking on this position here to kill a few Hydras. This is great here to drive the other forces away. We have still 2 Zealots. He didn't have to at surround. He's sending a weak Zealot out. This drone is gonna get massacred. 1 drone down. The Zealots are trying to go for a few great shots, but it's gonna get destroyed. But another Hydra is gonna try to attack from the other side of the map here. Hydras, we need to come out. There's an observer there to spot. He will see this. He will storm. He will blindly storm. That's right. He's gonna storm, or what? He's not storming. He loses the High Templars, but he's gonna storm those units. And this is great here. More reinforcements from the other side. Do we have another storm? I guess not. We don't have another storm. We need to attack with the Archon. He's trying to run away. Zealots is not. He's gonna have to engage now. But reinforcement found him in the map. Looks like some crazy battles. This base is completely open. Only a few Zealots remaining, but it's gonna be reinforcement. Great storm though. I would have any kind of dodging. I guess some kind of dodging that we might have another final storm. The Archon is doing so much damage. The game is down to the wire. Great storm. The Zealot will go into the main and to drive those forces again. A single Archon will go for some splash damage. He gets the Hydras destroyed, and more forces coming from Snow. The Archon is so damaged with 13 kills though. It could actually do damage to the drone line. He's killing so many drones. Only a few drones remaining. A Zealot in the main base gonna get sniped. Score 47, 43 supply for Ggaemo, 53 for Snow, and his Zealot's gonna get sent somewhere else now. I guess to the expansion, but there are about 6 Hydras there. He will attack where he will try to go to the drones are blocking correctly. He need to actually send the forces back. We have a single Dart Templar because there are no Overlords. He will send a Dart Templar here. This is a great idea. Zealots are running to the side, and drones are very far and few in between. Once again, another Dart Templar come to the rescue. Snow 50 supplies. Ggaemo's got 41 drones, are not getting sent anywhere else on this map. Zealot attacking just to buy some time. He's trying to kill as many drones as possible. The Dart Templar complete the massacre. The massacre is done, and we have forces getting sent in the main base. Where are the Overlords? There were some Overlords in the main. Once again, there were like 2 Overlords in the main, and they were just getting sent to the wrong location. This Dart Templar has got 13 kills, and we try to go all the way to the main hatcheries, and there are a few more drones remaining. He will get a few more units. The last drone's gonna get destroyed. Yes, he does get it. 16 kills, 36 supply for Ggaemo, and 55 or 56 for Snow. This Dart Templar might fall now. Zealots attacking against the base, and once again a few more storm High Templars gonna get created. Ggaemo with 1,100 minerals. Why doesn't he just make mutas? It should be fairly easy to make mutas, right? I don't know, but anyways, more forces are gonna try to come from both sides here, and I guess you can try to go for a few storms. As you can see, the minerals are thinning out. Both players are playing with very few minerals, but it is gonna be Snow who need to worry about that. He's gonna cast a few storm. I guess this is a blind storm. He's gonna cast another one. He's casting another one, but the Hydras are dodging correctly, and I guess there could be a few more Archons morphing. Looks like Hydras are waiting on the low ground. It could be a storm, a preemptive storm to soften up those Hydras. As you can see, good dodge. We have a 1 Dragoon. one Dragoon force. I guess he's gonna be waiting for just Archon. Just use the Archon is better. And I think if you can actually get on this high ground with your high templates, is a lot better because there's gonna be nowhere to run. But you can maybe Snow cannot come around because it would take a long time to come around. So I guess he's gonna come around now. He surrounds one of the Hydras, and once again a Dark Templar go inside the main base, and it's not yet being discovered. Yeah, there are some overlords. There are some overlords. So this Dark Templar has died. We have 3 High Templars, 2 Archons, 1 Dragoons, and 8 Zealots. I'm very good at math. These forces may get pushed back. A final major confrontation is to be expected, but Snow is leading hugely by supply. He's been sending a lot of Zealots across the map now, which is great. Do we have a storm? That was a great storm to soften up those Hydras and prepare them for the next battles here. And Snow is coming to come out with a lot of forces. He need to be doing some distance mining. Another great storm that damaged some forces, but it's not yet over. Maybe we actually need to mob another another Archon soon. Looks like he's gonna try to engage. He's gonna try to engage. He's trying to look for it. High Templar is gonna get destroyed. One good storm. We need to mob another Archon. Possibly he's on the high ground, and reinforcement Zealots are here. Supply-wise, are kind of in favor of Snow. This game is so insane. If you enjoyed this entire series, feel free to buy me coffee because I'm always gonna be here fighting. It was amazing game to bring to you, even though that nobody cares about Starcraft anymore. High Templar's gone snipe. A good storm though. Slow reaction kinda. Another good storm. Great storm. Another great storm on the Hydras on the north side. He's gonna storm it. Correct storming to damage them more. And now one final storm. Zealots reinforcing. Snow's gonna be winning this game. This is so goddamn amazing. This game will get a 4-star from me despite being just 20 minutes long. 27 supply for Ggaemo. Snow down to 70. And we're gonna be seeing GG soon. So many Archons are in the area, and Snow has secured himself a ticket into the semi-finals. Ggaemo is running out of minerals, not because he doesn't have minerals, because he doesn't have drones. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.